In the comments. All right. Good evening, everybody. I am Michelle Poe here with my incredible husband, Sean Craig Poe, and I have the beautiful Kerry Williams and Miss Gorgeous, Amazing Maria Williams here with us as well. These two ladies I have known for 13 and a half years. It'll be 14 years at the end of March. And they were at our very first meeting. And my girlfriend, Nikki, who's probably on here, said, Michelle, you got to come to this. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, what? And it was a cardiologist that was speaking. My father died of a heart attack at the age of 42. So that caught my attention. And she caught my attention because Nikki never says, come and look at this, ever. Anybody ever get introduced to this and you're like, what am I looking at? But you really trust the person that you have there. And because Nikki followed up, literally, I don't know, 7 to 12 times with me. We were so blessed to be here with you guys tonight, to be on this mission that truly is a mission to help people in any and every way possible. So never, ever forget to follow up with people and know that busy people, they don't intentionally mean to ignore you. They're just busy. So just love on them, because this mission is just so darn big. Kerry and Maria were there at the meeting and they answered a lot of our very hard questions, and now they are sisters. So you're going to meet, for those of you that are new, we welcome you to the family. Please put in the chat if you're new, and everybody that's in the chat, please welcome all of our new consultants from all over the world here to the family. You couldn't have joined at a better time. So we're going to talk tonight all things launch of GLP-1 activation. OMG, goodness gracious. We're going to talk what is going to be happening in Kansas City. We're just going to try to bring some clarity to anything that's out there and just help each and every one of you. I don't know if you guys are aware of this or not, but GLP-1 activation was not supposed to be launched in the United States until April. But because of the science that they were seeing and the results that Tanya, are you getting emotional? I just saw her do this. And because of the results that they were getting, our incredible corporate staff all team up together, said, we cannot hold on to this. We have to get this out to the people ASAP. So can we just give a round of applause to our corporate staff for making things happen? Because, oh my gosh, right? We're busy. We're going crazy. All things are happening already, right? If you were here when collagen launched, put a 1 in the chat. The anticipation of what happened with collagen when it launched went beyond everybody's expectations, including corporate. For our business personally, the business doubled in about 4 months. Corporate is anticipating this to be 5 times bigger than that, you guys. So I want you just first and foremost, take that in to what you have your hands on and the potential of what that means for you, for what we're seeing these products do for people, and again, the mission here and what we have got our hands on. So why am I bringing that up outside of how cool is that? Well, April is when it was supposed to launch. And we were supposed to have in October this nice little, what's called Market Connect in Kansas City. That was supposed to be kind of a regional event. And then they would have another regional event, say like down in Florida, and maybe another regional event somewhere else. So that contract was locked and loaded. That was in there. They were all set for that to go. But then they said, oh, we got to bring this forward. So when we get there, it's sold out, right? It's sold out. It's so exciting. So we want to, number one, be grateful for a company that knows that we need to get this out to the people as soon as possible. Number two, we've got to have incredible gratitude when we get there and patience. A lot of patience when we get there. It's sold out. Thank you. I'm so fortunate to be a part of a company where we have sold this event out when the world is going through some hard times right now. grateful, with patience when we're waiting to get in line, right, into the room. Let's think of the opportunity that we have by standing in line. I'm going to meet some more people. I'm going to ask them their stories. I'm going to get their phone numbers. I'm going to figure out ways to connect them with other people. Find ways to team up with people. And the moment that you have any kind of like, just smile and look around and look at everybody and think of how blessed we are to have this here. So it's a little bit shorter event than normal, and that's because it was supposed to be a Market Connect. So we're just going to celebrate how awesome that is. Yes? That sound good? All right, good. I've got all these notes here, so if I forget something, we'll just kind of go from there. So I want you guys to know, at this specific event, when you go and register, it's going to be wristbands at this event. You're not going to get lanyards. Again, this was going to be a Market Connect. So let's get our expectations of the Market Connect and not where it was. So wristbands, not lanyards. At this event, we are going to be fed lunch on Saturday. We have never been fed lunch before. Yeah, that's so cool. So make sure you do not take your wristband off. That's how you're going to get your lunch on Saturday, okay? I'm going to get the times, but there will be a healthcare meeting. There'll be a prayer meeting, and I'll pull those up in a few moments. Getting in line, you guys. Who feels, put a 2 in the chat if you feel like energy in front of the room is what matters. I don't know. I know I feel it. Kerry put up a double 2s. Tanya Sheldon is the queen of getting up very early in the morning, very early. Why? Number one, she knows energy matters up in front of the room. She knows she can connect her team to people that are up in the front of the room. The executives are sitting up there, corporate sitting up there, the different presidentials are sitting up there. You can hear better. You have less distractions from people that are in the back that are using the restrooms. So this is a business event, and we want the best for you. So Tanya, for 13 years now, has been one of the first ones in line and has the greatest servant's heart. So let's think, what can you do for your team, right? To get up there, to get there early. What can you do to help the whole team? She also will get in line and strategize with people, here, I'm going to go in line and then switch out and go get a coffee or go get an Axio or go get snacks and just be meeting people. Get with the team, find out which section of the center. Usually we try to say like, oh, here is everybody. We're going to go to the left. We're going to go to the right. So get with your people because it's sold out. And so we want everybody to be together, and it is worth standing in line. You're going to meet people and you're going to have stories. It's 2 days of just going all in for you and your people.
And don't be late either, because you don't want to be someone holding you a seat, sold out, no seats to spare, and people are literally trying to get your seat. Don't be that person.
Yes. Thank you. Huge. Don't be late. Don't be late. Show up for yourself. Show up for your team, and doing all that. You guys, we've sent a lot of messages out. Hopefully, many of you have seen it. In order to have a very, very smooth and successful launch, especially for existing customers and existing consultants, please make sure that all of your people can get into their accounts tonight. Please go have all of your current customers know their login, know their password, know how to get in there, because a lot of people forget it. Maybe they haven't ordered for a while. Does anybody here have people that haven't ordered and they're like, oh my gosh, sign me up for GLP-1 or activation? So those people might have forgotten how to log into their accounts. Okay, make that the top priority. On Friday and Saturday with customer service, that is not going to be the time to try to figure out how to log into their account. And let's just do that for the sake of for you and your business, but for the sake of your customers and consultants. We want them to have the best experience ever and to be as just flawless, right? We were here to create some raving fans on that. Anything else, Maria and Kerry, regarding that? Kerry did a great thing, and right before we were getting on, she said, okay, we know everybody's going to be getting GLP-1 activation right away this weekend. So make sure if you haven't done pictures or measurements yet, everybody's busy, we know. Pack into your luggage the tape measure, making sure it's, you know, little, and do it in your room, do it with roommates, do it with friends, take some pictures, make sure that they're good quality pictures, you guys. So do all that. I'm going to pass
Get it done so you can pop that Saturday morning, right?
Yeah, Saturday morning. Everybody's going to be ready to take it, right? And here's the deal. Don't say, I'll just take my measurements when I get home. Oh, 2 days isn't going to matter. Have you seen pictures? 2 days matters regarding all of it. So make sure that you get it done prior to or that day. So I've got lots of notes here. Maybe I'll pass it to Maria real quick and then we'll kind of keep feeding off of each other. Mama
All
Maria
right.
from Arizona.
All right, everyone. Hey, I just want to say that I've been in this business now for over 14 years, and the way I'm feeling today is what I felt 14 years ago. I can see Kerry shaking her head. Yes, it was incredible. Like, we had this NRF2, nobody knew about it, and we were so excited. I did not sleep for months because all I could think of, I need to contact people, and I was contacting people. The last month and a half, I have not slept. And I am such a good sleeper. I wake up thinking of someone, I'm writing down their name, or I'm putting a note to myself somewhere. I have little notepads everywhere. And I'm driving, I'm going anywhere, and names are coming to me. And I pull over and I send them a message. Hey, do you know what we're launching? And all excited, right? I'm feeling the same excitement. And for those that are new here, what we built 14 years ago can be done today with this one product, that we have. And the reason is because we have what people need, but this is what they want. I didn't realize that, right? Isn't this true? Dr. Jess said it this way. We have the broccoli, but now we're going to give them the chocolate, right? Because we all want chocolate and we don't want that broccoli, but we need that broccoli. That is what's happening. So this is going to open up such an easy door to have conversations with someone, right? Because we're already talking about this. GLP-1 is activation, and it just flows into all our other activators, depending as people start telling you what's going on in their lives, right? It's the easiest conversations to have with people. So I hope that you're all so excited. I hope that you guys are not sleeping either, even though our products make us sleep. I hope that you're going crazy like we are, thinking of people, texting people all the time, sending messages. You just got to build that funnel. This is your opportunity to fill that funnel right to the gill, right? You got people that are going to, on that day, are going to right away order. And you're going to people that, they're kind of hesitating a little, right? But we're going to have all new information. That's one of the things that the minute that it launches, what time is it launching, everybody? Put it in the chat. I want to make sure you all know what time that is. That time should be on your calendar, like on your phone. So when I go to an event, I have down the time that registration opens at 12, and I put it in their time zone. That's right, 6:30. I love it. So the event's going to open at 12, the store, so you can go register. 3 to 6 is the launch, is the information on the launch. And then 6:30 is when it goes live, right? We're going to be all in line and excited and texting and telling everyone, time to order, sending the shopping cart, however we're doing it. It's going to be so exciting. Videotape that energy in that room, that excitement. Like, just make tons of videos while you're there. You never know when you're going to use them, when you can post them, and show the excitement that's created, the energy that's going to be there. Those 1,400 people are going to feel like 14,000 people. I'm telling you, the energy, and you're going to feel it everywhere, right? I'm so excited for, what you're all going to experience. There will be a trifold in the box. So how to take the product. So when people get their products, all the assets are going to be live on that Friday. So you can go to the the app, and everything will be there in the hub. Everything everywhere is going to be live. There will be a waiting room. So if people are trying to order online, a safety valve, I guess, I don't know what the right word, but a safety they've put in it, that there's a waiting room. So make sure you let your customers know that if they're ordering and there's a delay, they're being put into a waiting room, and then it's going to let them finish their order. Okay. You should give your customers the customer service number in case there is a question or something. That number, does anybody know what it is? I'll put it in the chat. Someone, 866-460-7241. These are all the little things. You guys don't know how many times we get asked these questions by consultants, like simple little questions. This should be in your phone, right? Customer service, it should be a contact in your phone. Take pictures of your volume right before the launch. So when the event ends at 6, we got 30 minutes. Go and take a picture of your app, of the dashboard. Take a picture of your volume just to see what happens, right? I think it's going to be magical for all of us that have been out there and talking to people and have people in the queue, and we have these lists. It's going to be so much fun to look and see it just popping, right? Go to the new member report. Make sure you know how to get there. We're not going to show you right now, but go to your back office all the way down at the bottom. There's a new member report. That's where you're going to see if your customers have ordered, right? So I would go there first. I got my list. I'm going to have my list of who's on, either existing customers and new people that want this product. So I'm going to go to my new member report. I'm going to see who has ordered, and those that haven't, after I've sent them the link, I'm going to, send them, there's going to be a new video. I'm going to send them a video. There's going to be a science site. There's going to be so much information. So I'm going to gently be sending them stuff until, right, they order, or, I know that it's gone through. For existing members, for existing customers, and to me, the easiest place is to go to the app, because you go to the app and at the bottom, you click on the little person there and you choose customers. And you can see all your customers, and you can click over to their order, and you can see by the date that they ordered. To me, that's the easiest, fastest way, is you go into your personal app, and then you can see who's ordered there, right? So then you know who hasn't ordered and who you need to reach back out to and continue that conversation. After the launch, is super important, right? And we have been already setting this up for you. We have meetings set up. So I hope that where you're at, you're having home meetings that week. We have them here already in Arizona. Sean Johnson is going to have one at her house. The week after, we have someone else already setting some up. But then we have Zooms for you too, right? For those that are not local. So we're going to have 2 Zooms. We're going to have a Zoom on Tuesday. That will be Dr. Melody Rodardi and Sean Poe. All those details are coming out. And then on Thursday, it will be me and Dr. Brent Brimhall. And then we're going to set them up for the week after, right? So here you have all these different opportunities and ways to keep inviting people, right? Because you have a lot of people that have been waiting for it to actually launch. They want more information. They want to know what's in the product. They want to know the name. They want to know all the ingredients, all the details, right? So those people are going to need the Zoom. So this is where you reach out and you keep inviting people. And then follow up. Like, I will tell you that if Kerry didn't follow up with me, I wouldn't be here. If Nikki hadn't followed up with Sean and Michelle, she wouldn't be here. If Kerry Dickey had not followed up with Kerry Williams, she didn't sign up the minute she told her about it. I don't think she did. But I know she followed up. She sent her to a local meeting we were having here. She sent her to an LVA that was happening here, a training on a Saturday. So she kept following up with her. So that is super important, to keep following up with people. I am going to turn it over, I think, to Sean Poe. He has some more things to go over.
All right. So a couple different things. Registration and the store opens at 11 a.m. on Friday for execs and Club 55. And then everybody else, it opens up at noon. But there will be an online sales tool that you can use starting at 11. And this is my understanding of how they're processing this, but where you're going to have the ability to use the online tools to pre-order the gift with purchase products that LifeVantage has for the GLP-1 sets. You're not going to get that right then, but you can pre-order it. And let me just tell you exactly what is available there. So the buy one system, get one branded shaker bottle. You can pre-order that. This is happening Friday, not now. Buy three systems, you get three branded shaker bottles and then one branded cross-body bag. And buy 9 systems, get 9 branded shaker bottles, get one branded cross-body bag. So when you do that, if you choose that that's the way that you want to order it at the event, after the event closes and the store opens with the GLP-1 product, there's going to be a couple different ways to check out. If you haven't pre-ordered, you will check out like you normally do, pick up the products that you want, go into a checkout line. If you have pre-ordered stuff, there will be a separate line for pre-orders that they'll have everything ready for you to go. They'll process it and they'll hand it to you and you can go on your way. So depending how you want to navigate that, that's completely up to you, but there are a couple options that we wanted you to be aware of.
And we'll get that link on Friday, the pre-order.
Yeah, I want to highlight the fact, because I don't think we've talked about this enough. At the event, the nonprofit kind of charity thing that they're doing is collection of diapers. Is there anything other than diapers?
It's bringing, yeah, it's
Okay,
diapers.
so diapers, they're wanting to collect as many diapers as possible. So if you're bringing product back home with you, why not use the space that you're bringing the product back with? Use that space to come down there with these supplies that you can donate for that charity. That'd be an amazing, amazing gift to bless that community as we have an event in that area.
Sean, can you, there's different questions. I just want to be very clear on the pre-order. It's not actually a pre-order, like doing it before it launches, like from a distance. They're
No,
saying
this
it'll
will be
pre-ordered
on-site, a
on-site,
tool that
yeah.
you'll have access to use so that you don't have to stand in regular lines if you know exactly what you're going to want. And it's one of those 3 things that I spoke about before. There's no quantity limits on what you buy. But I wouldn't hold off too long on that. The store, as far as I've heard, will close at 3 p.m. on Saturday. They need to close that up, get things out of the way, and start packing up. So from noon on Friday until 3 p.m. on Saturday, ensure that you have purchased everything that you want to walk away from the event with. Yeah, I think pull-ups are an option too, Anna.
My biggest recommendation, you guys, because, and they, again, they have to close at that certain time because remember this contract was for a Market Connect. Okay. So just kind of keep that grace in the back of your mind and just the knowing, okay, here's what I need to do. If I were you, I would be at the store if you are in Kansas City on time immediately. Number 1, to get all the product that you want, just get it done. You're going to be so busy helping people get ordered. You're going to meet so many people. It's just going to be amazing. So get all the product, and then there is going to be swag, you guys. There's going to be clothes. There's going to be super cool things. And who here has seen something and then you come back a little bit later and it's gone? Swag goes fast. Yeah, put a 2 in the chat if you've had the swag go fast. You're like, oh, the hats are gone, the sweatshirt's gone, all the things are gone. So get everything you want. My recommendation, ASAP, bring it to your hotel room, drop it off, check, done.
Okay, there will be shipping on
Maria
site.
wanted to say one more thing to that, I think. Sorry, Sean.
Did you mention, Sean, that it went, once you pre-order, you're gonna get a text after 6 p.m. You're gonna get a text saying when it is your turn to go and pick up your stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
Great addition. I did not say that.
So he did not say that, so thank you.
As far as shipping, There will be on-site shipping if you choose that you don't have room or you bought unexpected stuff. You can ship it to anywhere in the lower 48s, but again, that's going to have to be done before the store closes. Lanyards versus wristbands. I know that there's no LifeVantage person that's ever snuck into an event and you didn't sneak a guest in and all of that. I'm just letting you have the expectation. Don't expect that to happen at this event. It's a sold out event. Every chair will be used, and they will be checking wristbands. So just want you to be aware and not surprised if you have somebody that comes that doesn't have a ticket currently. I would scramble to see if somebody isn't coming and pay attention. If this storm, the hurricane that's rolling through Florida here soon, if that disrupts people's ability to get there, I'm sure that those tickets will go up for sale. But you're gonna have to have that wristband to go in. I would imagine it's like a concert one where they kind of put it on you and cinch it up. And it's not like you can take it off and then hand it to somebody else. So nobody would ever think to do that, but I'm just setting expectations on that. Positivity. Please, please, please keep your mindset positive. If you are negative or somebody around you is negative, let's turn that into the positive situation. Remind them what we're blessed with, the opportunity that we have. Nothing goes 100% perfect. And don't fall into that trap of somebody else being negative that spirals you down with them and then gets into your team, because that's going to be something that hurts rather than helps the situation. So let's look at all the positives with it. And like Michelle said at the very beginning, have the patience that, you know, there could be some waiting, there could be some standing in lines, there could be an issue here or there. So if we all hold each other accountable to a high standard of positivity, I don't think this is going to be an issue. And this will be the biggest launch that this company has ever seen. LifeVantage will not look the same October 11th on. I promise you that. It's going to be bananas. All right, I'll turn it back over to one of you.
Customer service hours, you guys. As of right now, customer service will be open Friday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Mountain, but that's 9 Central, right?
I think that's correct. 9 a.m. Central.
Isn't that amazing, you guys, that they're going to be open Friday night and then also Saturday to help us?
From 9, and then the second one says 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain. So just
10 to
kind
2.
of, what's that?
10 to 2 our time in Kansas City
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Right. They are working potentially on more hours as well. So this is a for sure what's here right now, okay? And again, we've talked about gratitude so much, and I feel like we don't need to, because this team and family here is like the greatest gratitude people ever. But I can't even begin to tell you how hard corporate's working. I mean, Sean and I are talking to them literally every night while we're in bed. And they're just like thinking of all the things that could come up and how else could they be serving. So customers.
Stacks and packs. I know that the questions come up in the chat a couple times. Those will be announced during the first session. If it's announced a little bit early, we will get that information out to everybody as soon as it's released by corporate. But as of right now, that will be released during the product launch, what the stacks are and what the new packs are. Sorry, we're just trying to read through some of these.
The healthcare professional meeting will be Saturday morning at 7:30 a.m. for people in, the medical field, to really connect, to connect with other practitioners and have those different types of discussions. So 7:30 a.m. healthcare practitioners.
And while we're there, let me grab it. For those of you that would love to go to the prayer meeting or gathering, Kansas City, I gotta go into my Telegram here. It is going to be in room 2504B. at the convention center Friday, October 11th at 1 p.m. Again, it's 2504B at the convention center Friday, October 11th at 1 p.m. So that's where that will be. And again, you guys, Sean just mentioned it, but let's send so much love and energy and prayers to all the people in the path of this hurricane again.
If you
Okay.
want to get a glimpse at what the GLP-1 page is going to look like, it is up on the website, on the replicated site or lifevantage.com. If you're shopping, you will find a new solution in there, GLP-1. They have fuzzied out what it actually looks like and the name of it,
Fingers.
but that's where you're going to find it. And you can see it is 128 SV for just buying the GLP-1 system.
I do want to add in, thank you, Colleen, for asking. I don't know exactly where the booth will be set up, but it'll be set up in the store. So health insurance booth. Who here is so excited that LifeVantage, this is a 5. I say high five when I do this. LifeVantage is giving health insurance. Come on. That is insane. They've been working on this since we got here. So if you are interested in learning more about that and then setting up a time to have them look at what your current insurance is, they might not be able to do it that day, but they can schedule a time with you. That insurance booth will be at the store, you guys. So super cool on that. So thanks on that. Keep the questions coming in the chat because we want to make sure you guys have got everything that you need.
When you get your systems, they will come with a trifold packaged with them that's going to have information all about the product. They're really well done. So that will be another added tool that you guys will have access to. You can make a PDF yourself. I'm sure corporate will have that as an asset as well too, but those will be awesome to get your hands on there. What other questions do you guys have?
Yeah, keep the questions. What time is the pre-order link available on Friday?
Noon.
My understanding, it's 11.
So between 11 and 12.
No. 11 Central, when the store opens for execs and the Club 55 is my understanding.
Okay, the whole pre-order is going.
Everybody gets access to that at the same time as my understanding. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, flexibility again. In regards to when the product is launching, we've mentioned you guys 6:30 Central. So let your customers know, let your consultants know, but let them know it's going live once our session is done. If our session for some reason goes long, they're not going to want to be launching it. So just say approximate so that people aren't, like, hey, it's not up yet. Just say as soon as our session is done, it's going to be there. And just make sure that you're in touch with your leader group, you guys, because the moment that link comes out to any of us, we'll be sending it to all of you. So just know that for as far as that pre-order side.
On the pre-order, didn't they say we can only order under your IDs of people registered at the convention, your own ID? So just so everybody's aware of that.
Yeah, you won't be able to put it under a customer or, a relative that's not there.
We can put it under BC2 or BC3 though. If we're there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because it comes up as your account name, so that should be fine.
Amy is talking about focus on retain tracks and enroll tracks. I definitely would also make sure you're familiar with what your baselines are for those different things. You can find those trackers on your replicated site and you can get there from the back office as well. This will be a huge month for those of you that are trying to get qualified for the Alaska trip to knock off those 3 required enroll track, 3 required retain tracks. Those numbers are different for everybody on the retain side, so I would know where you're currently at. Retain track points come from people that are personally enrolled from you, their subscription orders. And so that's all of your personally enrolled consultants and all of your personally enrolled customers. Who's going for Alaska? Let's put that in the chat. All right, we got a couple people. 3, 4. All right, what other?
Yeah, keep the questions coming. I'm trying to go through and make sure we didn't forget anything here. You guys, in big events, places like this, the room could be freezing or the room could be quite warm. So we don't know. And it can change from day to day and hour to hour. So if I were you, I would wear layers, bring a sweater, bring a jacket, wear comfortable shoes. Those of you that know me, you know I've got heels usually in my purse or my bag I've got, and then I'm wearing flip-flops or flats or tennis shoes when I'm walking around because it's a lot of walking back and forth. So protect your beautiful feet, wear comfortable shoes, bring a backup charger for your phone if you're able. Bring extra pens and paper, bring extra Axio, you guys. Bring a water bottle. If they're able, they'll have some water stations and whatnot there. Just keep refilling that, throw in your Axio in there. That is just the lifeline. I'm telling you, when you get GLP-1 activated, it's going to take it to a whole nother level regarding all of that. Bring snacks. Bring some healthy, great snacks from home. It gets busy there. Sometimes lines get long and you just want to I bring so many snacks and I just throw them in my bag and eat them at any time in that way. What else as far as those must-haves before you leave for home? I think I got all those little tips and tricks. Okay. Comfy heels.
I think we hit it all. I don't see questions popping up. So Kerry.
Blair said, I went to look at the website and they have a text message sign up to get alerted.
Ooh,
So,
I like it.
I have not seen this yet. So you guys, oh, Shauna, can you put that a little closer to the screen? Or can you unmute and tell people where to go? Please.
You just click on the GLP-1 product and it'll come up with a pop-up.
Yep.
That's
A
what I
little
did.
countdown at the top of the page that says launching soon with a little countdown. If you click on the timer, it opens the page.
And now that Jolene's talking, Canada will have the ability to order the products off of the NFR site. Be very, very careful. They're trying to get product registration. Health Canada takes a long time for that to happen. So don't jeopardize Canada's ability to get fully registered, to have it in their distribution center and available for us to be active about it by making a bunch of social media posts. That will not be allowed in Canada. You can individually talk to people, but mass putting out communication online is a big no-no to Health Canada because it is an NFR product that is shipped out of the United States to Canada. On October 11th, the only 2 countries that are slated for this product to have access to are the United States, US territories, and then Canada. If you've seen online that any other countries are getting this at the same time, that is not a fact. So
As of today.
As of today. So corporate's always working on stuff, but just to set proper expectations for those of you with international teams, currently that is the only places that product will be going to.
We do
Sean,
know. I see it.
Can we let Jillian update Australia? Because she knows about Australia.
Absolutely.
As long as it's for public knowledge, yes.
Yes,
Yes.
so public knowledge is that we have got corporate on our side and they're working very, very hard on an NFR for Australia, which we've never had before. At this stage, we are hoping to have it ready by launch, and that is allowed to be known, but we have to have grace and know that they've got a lot that they're juggling at the moment. So there is the potential for some delays, but at the latest, they've told us probably by November. So NFR for Australia is happening, and fingers crossed all goes to plan.
I have
That's huge.
chills, girl.
That's
I have
awesome.
chills all over. We started talking about that, and that's what I heard too, is some of those details. So that just reminds me, you guys, who do you know who lives in the United States? Who do you know who lives in Canada? Who do you know who lives in Australia and New Zealand and the world? This product the plans are within this year to be getting this product globally, okay? And many times it's not just who you know. Ask people, You know, this isn't going to be a product that everybody's, I'm not kidding you. It's a different deal. And people are going to want it. So let people know it's out there. Ask for referrals. Dawn Burrish, she just shared with us, oh my gosh, I think it was today, every day. Anybody else feel like all your days are running together? I have no idea what day. I think it was today. That a gym owner, she's going to give them some of the product for hosting a meeting and bringing people there. So, I mean, think of like all the creative things that you can get to get this in front of as many people as possible. Yes, weight loss and health. Yes, it's going to be in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico will have it right away. Yes. And think about, yes. Think about Thanksgiving weekend. I see these products going into Thanksgiving, going into the holidays, going into the new year, all of that. Well, Kerry, if we have some more questions that come up, we'll definitely address them, but I want to respect everybody's time. You want to take us home, sister? Anybody want to hear from Kerry Williams? Kerry
You
Williams.
guys, I just gotta say, I am bursting at the seams. Bursting. Is anybody else out there bursting right there with me? Hopefully we'll be smaller seams, right? Less bursting with the product. But seriously, I have, Maria talked about it being, like in the beginning. Honestly, I feel like it's more than that. I feel like we've never, ever, ever seen this energy. Like never. Like for those that have been with us for years and years, it's just incredible because people all across the last 14 years are, whether they've stuck with it or not, they're jumping back on the bandwagon. So we have like people from like all different years, like getting involved, like they see the vision, they have fear of missing out and they do not want to. We have literally never seen growth like this. You guys, never. I mean, we hit well over 2 million in group sales last month. 2 million. We've never, ever come close to that. Our enrollments through the roof. Our consultant enrollments through the roof, right? That's an awesome indicator, right? Of what? Anybody want to throw it in the chat? Momentum. I see Tanya. I can read lips on momentum, right? And momentum can be messy, but exciting. And just like Michelle said, right? We're going to give grace. And corporate, can you even imagine how big a deal it is to push this launch so far forward? But they know that timing in the marketplace is critical too. So, they had to like shelve all kind of products and get all hands on deck to make this happen, to change the event, to change every single thing, to get for Canada, now for working on Australia. Because Canada wasn't slated for it either right off the bat. Just the other week, the answer was spring, right? This is huge, you guys, so huge. So we just could not be more excited for each and every one of you and what this can mean for your business. And don't get, me wrong. We are crazy passionate about all of our products, but we've never, ever had a product with such visible results so fast. So I just truly believe this can just snowball like beyond our wildest dreams really, really quickly if you put the work in, right? If you put the work in, if you get loud, if you get proud, if you get vulnerable on your pictures. I know Dawn said, right? Like her showing her little booty and all that off, like blew it up, right? And I would never have known Dawn could have had amazing before and afters because I didn't think she had anything to lose. But get vulnerable, you guys. It's just crazy. Like, I can't even tell you. I'm just so excited. I really, really want you to be locked and loaded for that day and take everything that we've said tonight to heart. Make sure, you have the lists in your phone or however you're staying organized of the people to be sending the information out to. Make sure they know how to get into their accounts, right? Their passwords. How many times have we had to reset passwords? But again, awesome on customer service for being open to help for those that don't, but let's avoid that. But just be ready, you guys. I don't even know, like I'm practically speechless because I am so excited. And we're excited for each of you. And you guys, I mean, to imagine that we had such a mind-blowingly record month before the product launched. I mean, before the product launched, enrollments, consultants, customers, sales, like just through the roof. What does that mean for what's coming October 11th? And speaking of that, we got a whole heck of a lot to celebrate in Kansas City too, right? We've got Don, Des, Susie, Jess Bueller hitting the executive ranks. I mean, this huge, you guys. And for those of you, you know, I know sometimes feedback is a little bit mixed on rank advancement recognition and all that. I want you to, because sometimes people are, well, first of all, take a nugget from every single person. Listen, everyone has a different story. They'll relate to different people, but sometimes people don't quite get that yet. But imagine when that's you, or imagine when that's someone on your team being recognized as an executive consultant or whatever rank. I mean, this is a huge deal. It's a big milestone. And I mean, I can't even imagine the massive numbers of recognition we're going to have after this, but we got a whole lot to celebrate, and we're celebrating you guys, right? And what's to come. And like it's like just cool. We get to kind of see the future, right? We see the future for what is happening for you guys and what you can create with this launch. So we want you to take full advantage of it. You got to be really plugged in, dialed in, have your teams plugged in, and just be ready. And then also be as patient as you possibly can, because we never know what will arise, but we are just grateful to have this opportunity. And I feel like it's like a momentous thing. So for those of you that are on the line in Kansas City, you know, be grateful that you're one of the 1,400 that's there, right? But also, you better bet your booty, you better get registered the second that opens up for Salt Lake City in April. And you better get hotel too, because people are scrambling like madmen out there. And we don't want that to be you. And corporate needs to be able to plan, because they've literally tripled attendance for Kansas City just in the last few weeks. Triple that. Imagine being an event planner and all of a sudden your stuff is tripled. I mean, that's a big deal. So the minute it's announced that you can get your tickets for Salt Lake City, commit. Have those dates on your calendar, get your ticket, get your hotel rooms, block it out, and get the people in your team, your current team, right? Because it's going to explode and grow beyond that, but get everybody in that now, so you know that they're locked and loaded for that. What else? Anything else, you guys? We're excited to see everybody and give hugs.
The hugs. It's
And
just
meet all the people that have joined that are new that we haven't met in person. Oh my gosh, we're like busting out.
It's the best of the best. And you know, Kerry, I love what you were saying about being vulnerable. Remember that your story matters. We know this with all of our products, whether it's Axia, whether it's Protandim, the Healthy Glow Step with collagen, and showing some of those before and after pictures, right? And talking about maybe something that was hard for you and difficult for you in your life. And now because of these products, you've been able to overcome different things. There are so many stories for so many things, and each little bit impacts and gives hope to others. Okay. So by you holding on to that information and not sharing that with others takes away, it makes me so emotional. It takes away, and Pam's actually sitting right next to me on my screen, because I remember the first day she came to my house to help me with more product because I got rid of it. And she said, Michelle, we have a gift to share with the world. And literally moments before that, I was hit across the head from God when I was sitting at my kitchen table, because I was nervous about opening my mouth to other people about this business. What were they going to think of me, and what were they going to do, and all that? And it was like, I have to get out of my own way. So why am I saying this? Because sometimes it's uncomfortable to talk about things, you know, with ourselves or share pictures. You do not have to share your pictures if you don't want to. But what I will say, like Kerry said, you know, with what Dawn did, and what with some people that are in the Club 55, or the people that earned Rise era, that were able to get the product early, they were very uncomfortable. Sean Craig Poe here has been very uncomfortable sharing his pictures. It's not something that is comfortable, I don't think, for anybody. But the hope that it's giving to other people. I will tell you, over document. Is there anybody here that wishes that they would have taken more pictures or over documented more with collagen and Protandim Nerf 2? Right? Over document. Take tons of pictures on the front, take tons of pictures on the side, take like literally every single thing. Measure all the things. You're going to regret it, and your people are going to regret it. You've got to be clear, and because you love these people so much, you've got to measure, you've got to measure, you've got to measure you, because these inches are, people in the Club 55 keep saying that they're melting. It's fascinating. And the muscle, if you haven't seen Gloria Brinkers yet, she's lost all these inches. She's lost weight. She's lost 0 muscle, right? Some people's is already improving. So overdo it. I can't tell you that enough, and be vulnerable. Sorry, Kerry.
Can Michelle tell them about the what sweatshirts the Club 55 have?
Oh, yes, thank you. So the Club 55, and again, these are the people that earned the Rise retreat and got the product early. Corporate is giving some sweatshirts out to those specific individuals. They're like a green, like a evergreen kind of deep green color. And on the back, it'll say in white Club 55. So you'll see that we're all going to be wearing them. So as you see these people walking around, ask them questions, ask them their story, ask them, what did they notice when they first started, taking the product? How long did it take for the food noise to go away? Whatever questions that you have, they're going to be there to serve all of you. So yes, thank you, Kerry. Take a photo.
And you guys, one thing, I feel like this is a product you can't have enough on your hands, to be honest. And the same thing even for customers. And so think about, when they are, for their subscriptions, having them come earlier, because just say, for example, if one person in the house, a customer, whoever, they get it, they start losing weight. I mean, the chances are super, super, super good that there's probably another person in that same household, maybe a spouse, who knows, whatever, maybe a best friend not in the household, but someone that's going to see them losing weight fast, right? And they're going to want to get started immediately. Like, if I wasn't doing the business, if I wasn't involved whatsoever, and I was a customer, I probably would have just ordered it for myself, right? But if Tom was still here, then he would be like, okay, give me some, right? As you saw me melting, I would love to melt. Please let me melt. I'm so happy and grateful I'm melting. And they're not going to want to wait for that to ship. So I'm just saying, like, have some extra and encourage your customers, right? Have some extra, or get their next order coming sooner, so they're not like cutting it close. I just feel like, this kind of thing, like, nobody wants to wait to lose the weight, right?
Agreed. And it'll be great to have on hand for your home meetings, you guys. The stuff is just good. So having that and sampling that. Go ahead, Sean.
I was just going to say, one thing that I really want everybody to be cognizant of is be careful of what you're saying to other people. This product has benefits for every single person that chooses to take it. So don't prejudge people by body image, body type, body structure at all. And keep in mind that certain things that you say to individuals can really hurt them. And don't go down that road. It's not worth it. That I'll leave that at that. I do want to clarify one point though, because I did check with corporate, and I just want to be clear and transparent on other countries. As of right now, Australia and New Zealand is more likely to happen November 1st. If they can do it sooner, great. But proper expectation, what is communicated by corporate right now is more of a November 1 timeline. So just stay tuned for those details. As soon as they get everything in place, if it is earlier, they will make that public announcement. So I just got a text.
And it can be on the flip of a switch, because that's how Canada was. It was no, and then the next day it was yes. So it can literally happen at the flip of a switch. I am not sure if they're selling additional trifolds that'll be used, but I do believe there will be a QR code that you can send out, and they'll be able to open them up and whatnot. Not sure on that. What other questions? Are you guys excited? Can you believe? Seriously, you have been chosen to be here right now in this time. You guys, this is huge. The benefits of these products, it's a two-part system. Everybody say this out loud with me. Dual activation, dual amplification equals total transformation.
Whoop, yeah.
It's a two-part product sold together. It is the easiest thing ever. It's just so easy. Take it in the morning, 30 minutes later, after 0 calories, go mix it whatever you want, and then you're done. You can either have 4 scoops right then, or you can do 2 and then 2 later on in the afternoon.
No
So-
Axio for 30 minutes at least. That was
Yeah.
my hardest part.
And
Well,
no calories.
here's how it makes it easy. Put it by your bedside.
That's what I've done, but just keep that
Put
in
it
mind.
by your
Nothing but
bedside.
water.
Yep, put it by your bedside. Like the first moment that I wake up, you guys, I roll over, I get my water, and I chug it down with these 2 pills. By the time that I get up, you guys, if you're going to weigh yourself, if you're going to do those things, I highly recommend same time, everything, every single day. Use the restroom, then weigh yourself before you eat or drink anything except for your water. Then go. By the time you get out to the kitchen, it's 30 minutes. Go have your Axio, daily wellness, probiotic, all the things, prebiotic. Okay, we're going long here, guys, but we just wanted to arm you with as much information as possible. Keep going on your list. Like I think it was Maria was saying earlier, when just driving around and thinking of people and they come into there's a reason people pop into your mind. Put them down. Do not assume that you'll remember at launch day. You're not going to remember. You're just not. So have your list handy and ready. So no collagen before the half hour. You can have 0 calories. You can have black coffee. You can have tea, but you cannot have anything in them. 0 calories. 0, 0, 0.
For it to be the most effective, 0 calories.
Yeah. If it happens, it happens. But we want to give everybody the amplification for total activation. I love that. Okay.
Kerry, how excited were you again?
Oh my gosh. Like, I don't know. I just keep thinking I'm literally like busting. I'm like about to explode, combust. Like it's crazy. I can't even tell you.
You guys see how easy it is to just get her wound up again all over again?
Okay, should I tell you guys like my little secret? So I got a hold of a few pills, right? Very few, not enough. And I don't have patience. Nothing new to anybody that knows me. So I should have waited till consecutively I could take it, right? Leading up to the launch. I didn't have enough for that. Well, so one day I'm like, okay, I'm just going to take 1, which I'm never the half dose person. So it's not like I'm recommending this. I just literally want to see how's it feel. I wanted the brain. I wanted this. I wanted that. Well, so I was just gonna do the 1. Well, of course, the next day I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do the next one, right? So I took my little half dose in like less than a week. I'd lost like 2.5, 3 pounds. But I'd lost 10 pounds this summer by like cleaning up my diet a lot. And then you know how you have a number you just cannot get below? Like, so imagine when I got on that scale and I was like a couple pounds below that number from a half dose. Again, I'm not recommending half dose. Don't take me wrong, like desperate for more. But how flipping exciting is that? And yes, it tastes amazing, amazing. So I was stoked. I'm really freaking stoked. And I want to melt. I want to be like Frosty the Snowman melting away. And
All
who
right.
knows, people that want to lose that weight by Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, like, right? Who's losing weight going into the holidays? The fact that you have that to offer people, holy guacamole.
We love Kerry, everybody. Let's put some love
Hi.
there for Kerry.
Hi.
If you ever need to
I'm
pick
the
me up.
token spaz for the group.
Nope, you are. This is it. We're so blessed. It's super, super exciting. We love you guys. Get vulnerable over a document. Contact all your customers. Make sure that they can get into their accounts. Jillian, we're sending all the vibes out for Australia and New Zealand to have it happen immediately. I am so excited, even if it's November for them, because it wasn't even that at that point. And again, corporate is working so hard for them. So not only for the US and Canada, you guys take into the account that you have these people working for you constantly. Shauna, your brother-in-law is giving you bunny ears on the screen, just so you see that.
And big goals, you guys. No
Yes.
goal is too big. I want you to blow whatever you ever thought, like no time for small goals. Like just like expand it so much bigger.
Beyond, more than double. Write down your goal
And it
tonight.
doesn't, if you've been in a long time and you're restarting, I don't care. It doesn't matter where you've been. It only matters where you're going. Okay.
Yes, yes. We're so excited for you guys. I'm gonna post that. I'm gonna find out your goals and then we're gonna double that. Okay. See it
We
before
love
we
you
see
guys.
it. All right, we love you all so much.
Thank
We're gonna
you.
hug you. Those of you that are not gonna be there, we're gonna miss you. We'll just be as connected as possible with all of you, but safe travels, prayers, prayers, prayers for Florida and everybody in the path of the hurricane, you guys. And just be ready, get up early, stay up late, don't hide in your room, be in the lobbies of the hotel, meet the people, go out of your comfort zones, feel the fear and do it anyway. Get people's numbers, get their Facebook, get their Instagram, hear their story because you're going to want it for later. Okay. This is your time. Take it in and just speak to yourself tonight when you go to bed and give so much gratitude and own what this gift is for you, because whatever you want in life is yours. And this is beyond. Our CEO last week said on our call, this is the opportunity for this company. And he does not hype. He's a financial dude. It's very black and white, right? He says this is the opportunity to become $1 billion company. So what does that mean for you? Okay. And you guys don't be cuckoo and be comparing a ton on social media to any drugs. All right. This is all we need is the truth. The truth is good enough. We're GLP-1 activating and people are going to be blown away by all the things. We don't need to go down any of those rabbit holes. All right, Mama Poe had to speak that. I love you. We got to protect what we've got here forever and ever. Amen. Love you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.